Yeah.
Diamond days, diamond days.
Pizza? Yo, bitch, basic? Like, just pizza? Yeah, she basic.
What up, what up, what up? It's your girl, Diamond Dage, and I am back at it again with another viewer reaction for you guys today. Now, if you're new, welcome, welcome.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Please subscribe to become part of the Diamond Gang. Become a butterfly today. You know I got the butterflies on my hair. I'm always about it. We gonna hit this click real quick, and let's get into the video. Yeah.
What is your problem with black women? That's the real question.
Right.
Yo, bro, thank you for having this incredibly important conversation, and just thank you for standing on your box despite what some of these clowns are saying. I think a lot of us don't realize that we've been socialized to treat our sisters the way we treat them, right? Everything that we hear, everything that we listen to from the time that we young men, right, is, yo, they're here to please you. Bend them over, do this, do that. And so because our women are objectified, black women in particular, when they cease to please us, when they cease to exist as something that we can get something from, take something from, they become an itch, this, that, and they're easily discarded because we never regarded them as full human beings in the first place.
Exactly.
The saddest part about this is that this kind of behavior, this kind of mentality is rooted in slavery. When they took our women,
I love when people use historical context.
Raped our women, and literally objectified black women as those who we can get sexual pleasure from or get children from that we may or may not claim. That's what the slave master did. So when we talk about the behavior of black men and how little regard, how little respect we have for sisters,
oh my God,
actually identify where that behavior is rooted at, it should
I love him.
You talking about flee? We should flee from that because all we replicating, all we duplicating over and over again is what the slave master did to our families and did to our women.
Yep. And
then there's this third piece, right? As men, our ego is so much of our identity. Who we are, what we got, what we've done, right? So for us, the other way that we're socialized and trained is to think about our value as what I have accomplished and what I have done. We don't talk about intrinsic worth and value. We don't talk about just because I exist, just because
this man is
speaking.
This
I
man
have
is
real
speaking.
intrinsic value. So as a result, when black women start to strive, right, particularly for those of us brothers who may be struggling with work or employment or been through the system or whatever the case is, right?
Right.
Even those of us who have stuff and have done well can feel incredibly
intimidated,
small and insecure once we start to see sisters thrive. And when you look at who's graduating the most from college, when you look at who's having the most success in this country, it is right now currently black women.
Yes,
and
sir.
So we also got to do an ego check. We're going to have to comb through all that insecurity.
Ooh, we need more black men like him.
Realize that if they are winning, we are winning, because black women then held the position down that if we winning, if black men are winning, that all of us are winning. They done held us down through everything. And so again, bro, just want to say thank you for lifting us up. We got a real issue around socialization, and if we don't take time to unpack,
we need more black men like him.
The dog that's following behind the master telling us what to do. Salute, homie.
Man, was good.
The post said, how do black men grow up with single mothers and don't have respect for black women? Let me tell y'all a story. I was talking to a woman some years back, and I gotta say talking, I can't even say dating because it was really just something casual. But she had kids. One of her sons was like 17, 18 years old. I get a text message at 2 o'clock in the morning talking about come through. I think the house is empty, so I show up for Bible study. Long story short, praise and worship starts getting extremely loud, and the headboard starts hitting the wall, and she said,
why he equating sex to Christian?
The whole time I've been banging on this man's wall, I ain't even know it. I ain't signed up for that. Low key, I felt bad for Buddy. The next morning comes, I hear him washing dishes, walking around the house, talking to his homeboy about playing Call of Duty and all that. It's time for me to go, and I say, hey, I don't think it's best that your son sees me. She says, oh, he'll be all right. I didn't even take it into account how any of that may affect him, and it concerns me.
But that's the reason why black men have a hatred for black women, though.
Out of his house like that. How can he respect another woman when a random man cares more about
that's
his
but that's the main reason.
A lot of times y'all ask that mother respect question assuming that the mother was respectable.
You have to understand that we're suppressed.
I don't know about that one.
The load that we carry as women is
black men ain't there with y'all.
Hold on, baby. Hold on.
Every time black women try to talk about our intersectionality, how we face more black men, but what about us?
Dismantled. As a race, men and women, we've been dismantled. So some things come with that. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all been ripped out of our household.
No, they left the household. They wasn't ripped.
All I could do is be strong. So when I meet you, I'm guarded. Everything, all my struggles, everything I've been through, when you meet me, that's what you meeting me with. So are you really gonna Are you gonna try to figure me out as the black man who understands what black women go through?
They don't understand.
You come with some
Use
shit
it
too.
against me.
And that's what they do. Black men use it against black women all the time.
Men are sympathetic towards, certain black women situations, right?
No.
And
No,
and
they're
then
not.
some
No, they're
women-
not.
some women
Exactly.
take
No.
No, they
advantage
not.
Of that.
There's no way I can know how to be feminine when I've been robbed of the man that's supposed to give me at least cater to my femininity. Like as a woman, I'm soft with
Men
you.
as masculine creatures can't teach a woman how to be feminine.
No,
You
yes you
can.
can. Yes you can.
You can't teach
The
us
way
how to
You
we
can't
have
teach,
it,
but the way that a man is can have a woman in her
I'm naturally
femininity.
feminine, right?
No, you're not.
Listen, as a woman, I'm supposed to be naturally
Because you
feminine.
wanna- you
Most
want-
people-
we gotta handle the world, and now we gotta come
society
home
has
and handle
robbed me of that.
a woman, bro. Like,
Yeah, so
Society
why
has
do you
robbed me of
want
that.
Black men are.
So when
why
I
when we can date outside our race and be with women that's going to
they
naturally
have
be
a face what
submissive?
we face.
Yeah.
Those women are only submissive because their men allow them to. What are they not getting?
Out as black women, black men.
God, they.
We struggle day in, day
I agree
out.
with
So
that.
every time, even right now, this conversation we have, we bumping heads because of the things that we went through in a different perspective. You understand what I'm saying? We have been dismantled. Understand that and realize that. Hold on, it is our responsibility to do different and change certain things because we are in control.
Like
of
these
ourselves.
men.
But but you still have to remember we're dealing with it.
That's fair.
We're still dealing with the past and certain things that we as people have to go through.
Exactly.
So yes, as a man, when you meet me, I might come off a little bit strong, but it's your responsibility as a black man to try to understand me.
I think.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. You said that society robbed you of your femininity, right?
Yeah.
Black men and black women are supposed to be in this together, right? So,
Nah, I guess.
when black men approach black women, you're supposed to already understand that I'm that man for you. You feel me? Like,
No.
because we going through it together.
Yeah,
she just said we
yeah,
going through it together.
No, we not trauma bonding. I'm not struggling in love with you.
Like, why I gotta prove myself? Like, I'm like
You have to prove. Why not?
As soon as Tom or Jose come up to y'all,
See,
but also,
That's not common. I do not agree
the
with
people
that.
that should have to prove it to you, like the white guys, are the one that's inspiring the femininity.
I know y'all see the white guys in the club. They do this little turkey dance. I'm like, ooh, go dance sometime.
But what does it have to do with dancing? You see how they just got off track?
But once a black man come try to talk you, get a break, get out my face.
Because a black man is more aggressive.
Exactly. Yep.
Dance time doing, but with rhythm.
Black man is more aggressive. A black man. Ooh, okay, y'all. God, that really just irked me. I'm gonna start with this video and then I'm gonna just do my commentary from the last video to the first one. First and foremost, with this video right here and these guys and these girls talking, black men they just kill me, right? Because they will sit up here and they want to be like white men so bad. They want to have the power. They want to have women that's feminine, like the white man has these feminine white women. They want to have these things, right? But they don't want to do the work or do what the white men have done to get the results that they have in their community. They want to just receive it without doing anything. White men have provided a system for their women and children that they rule and that they control. White men have given wealth to their women and children that they have gave the wealth to, whether they stole it or not. They made sure that women had wealth. They made sure that women have a sense of community, hospitals, grocery stores, whatever that's ran fully by white people, banks. And they also provide for their women. They take care of their women and their children. Black men literally don't do none of that but expect the same results. How? Like how do you expect so much but you don't want to give nothing? That dude literally sat there and said, y'all want us to come deal with society, that come home and gotta do stuff for y'all? Yeah, because that's what men are supposed to do. And I think they keep forgetting that this is a patriarchal society, meaning that this society is built for men to have the upper hand, but yet they can't seem to fathom why black women go through more than they do. We are black and we are women in a society that is for men. So black women go through more on a daily basis in society. But yet, black women continue to make strides in society. Black men don't make the same amount of strides as black women do, and we got more to deal with. we got more to deal with in society. But black men are sitting here complaining, talking about some, well, we got to deal with society, but you don't got to deal with as much. But it just kills me how like black men are just, they're so lazy. Like to me, and this is, of course it's not all, but y'all know how I go. Black men don't want to, they want the same results as white men. They want to be equal to white men or have the same power and the same whatever as white men, but they don't want to put in all the work. Because let me tell you something, even if the white men didn't work for it, even if the white man went out there and stole it, he did the work of stealing it from other people. Black men don't even want to steal it. They don't want to steal it back from white men. They ain't trying to steal wealth back from white men. They okay with white men having the control about how much they get paid and how much they worth. Like they okay with that. But they somehow want the same results in their community and in their women as white men get. But white men are the ones providing everything for their community. You can't think you're gonna get the same result when you're not providing anything to your women or children, but you expect the same results that white men are getting. Like, you're not white men. Like, white men are better, at this point, white men are better at being men and providing and protecting and building for their community than black men have been in the last however many years. It just is what it is. So no, you're not gonna ever get the same result. You can cry and whine about how because you're a man you deserve it, but white men are not getting the type of women or the type of communities or the type of wealth. They're not getting it because they're just men. They're getting it because of the action that they're doing. They're not just getting it because they're men. Black men think just because they're a man, they are entitled to these things. You're not. You have to do the providing and protecting in the building. If you're not doing it, you're not getting the results. What? Now, the next video, the second video that we watched, I was just so confused because the question asked this dude, the question was, why do black men grow up to hate black women or have such disdain for black women? And this dude, first and foremost, not only did he relate his sexual experience or him having sex with a woman as religion, like talking about I showed up for Bible study, and why are you talking about it in that way, first and foremost? Secondly, he tried to make it seem like that's the main reason or the only reason that black men grow up to have disdain for black women. No, that's not the case. That can be a reason, but let's not act like that's the main reason why so many black men grow up hating black women. The reality of it is they're mad at their mom, first for being born black, because a lot of black men are self-haters. They hate that they were born black, and they hate their mom because their mom birthed them in blackness. Okay, that's one of the big reasons. Black men are mad at their moms, one, because they birthed them in blackness and they don't want to be black. They don't like being black. Secondly, they blame the mother for the dad not being in the home. When the dad left out the home, nobody took black men out the home. Black men left the home because black men don't like fatherhood and don't want to be fathers and don't see nothing good or nothing great about being a father. So black men blame the mother for the father not being there, though it was the father's choice to leave, because we already know how black men like to do. Black men like to run around and sleep here and have a family there and sleep with this woman and be with that woman. They never want to settle down. They don't believe in anything that be beneficial for a community. So ultimately, and then maybe that reason he mentioned and maybe some other reasons are reasons why. But the main reasons that I have seen that black men, they just don't want to tell the truth about, which they should. Black men literally don't have a disdain for black women, one, because they were born black, and two, they blame the mother that the father left the home. It's the mom's fault. It's the mom's fault for having him being born black and knowing that his father didn't walk out his life. Those are the main two reasons why black men have such a disdain for black women. The first video is the only man who made sense. We need more black men like him. I've done a lot of reaction videos of black men talking about black women, and he's really like maybe one of the only black men who actually made sense, who used historical context, and who understands how the way in which black men think about black women and all this is all rooted in a slavery mindset. It all stems from that. He's the only one to acknowledge that, because all the other black men just talk about how black women is blah 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 blah. They have such a hatred for their mom, so they have such a hatred for black women because of the two reasons I mentioned. But shout out to the dude, the first dude. He was the only dude who made sense. It's ridiculous. I just really want black women to wake up and realize that black men at large, not all, but at large, majority of them do not have your best interest. They don't like you, they don't respect you, and they don't value you. So, I mean, sadly to say, but you kind of got to look at black men like the ops, because so many black men just don't dislike black women. They have that disdain. So as long as you continue to look at every black man like a brother and a friend or whoever, you will continue to be disrespected, neglected, and you could possibly be hurt, because we all know the black femicide rate is at its highest right now. So I just want black women to wake up and realize, look, start being around men, looking for men who's going to provide and protect and build for you and your family. Stop looking at just because they're black, because being black is not enough. And most times, 9 times out of 10, black men don't even like the fact that they black. I guarantee you, if they could have a genie in a bottle, if they could wish their blackness away, I guarantee you most black men will wish their blackness away. So don't even fall for the okie doke. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I will be back with another video for you guys. Bye.